Hi, Mason again. It's time to find out exactly what's going to happen in the next Syracuse game. This is No Wrong Answers. Here's Brian.
Oh, here I am. Thank you, Mason. It is No Wrong Answers time, but is it No Wrong Answers for the last time this year? We get you ready for Saturday. We get you ready for Lacrosse quarterfinal action. We get you ready for round 3, ding, ding, between Syracuse and North Carolina this season. The previous two meetings both came in North Carolina, one on April 4th in Chapel Hill, 14-9 the final score that day, then second-ranked Carolina with the win, and then on May 1st in Charlotte, ACC Conference semifinals, then number 5, North Carolina with a 12-10 win. When I look back at both of those games, I don't look at either of those games and see an unclimbable mountain. I look at both of those games and see about a 5 to 10 minute period of the game that went completely awry. In the regular season meeting, it was the tail end of the first quarter when UNC got 2 goals in the last minute to the midway part of the second quarter, which was a 6-0 run. That was the game. The Orange got themselves in a hole, and they could, it was back and forth after that, but they were never really in it. Now look at the fourth quarter of that game. They were down 12-6. Bing, bing, bing. 3 goals. They got it down to 3. 9 minutes to go in the game. They had the ball. I think they were man up, too. They had chances to get back into that game, but the hole was too deep. The ACC semifinal game, Syracuse was up. Finn Thompson scored to open the fourth quarter about a minute in. The Orange were up 9-7. It had been a really good game, back and forth, fun game up till that point. Syracuse is up 9-7, but then Carolina goes on a run where Owen Duffy, their Tewaaraton finalist, who did not play, have not heard more about that yet this week, but Duffy did not play, injured in the first round against Albany. Duffy assisted on 4 of the final 5 goals of the game for Carolina. It was a 5-1 game-ending run, and Carolina won it 12-10 before they got absolutely pounded by Virginia in the conference title game. So I look at the way the two games went, and I see exceedingly winnable games for Syracuse that got away because a 5 to 10 minute period of the game got away. That's what I see. Now, what has to happen this time so that doesn't happen? Sloppiness, yes. Mark. Turnovers. The Orange, Carolina's not been clean in the games against Syracuse. Carolina had 20 turnovers in the ACC semis. Syracuse had 16. The Orange, though, the Orange failed at 5 clears in the semifinal game, and they failed at 3 clears in the regular season game. Can't do that this time of year. The regular season game was the one really bad game that Jimmy McCool's had this year. He got lifted for Michael Ippoliti. That was midway through the third quarter. Josh Marcus, Carolina's goalie, had perhaps his best game of his career that day with 15 saves. He, oddly, for the first time this year, didn't start the first round of the playoffs. That was bizarre, so that's something to keep an eye on here this week. I thought he was, certainly in the regular season game, he was fantastic against the Orange. What did he do in the ACC semifinal game? He was solid in that game, 11 saves. Jimmy McCool was much better in that game than the regular season game. Obviously, McCool is the reason the Orange are still in the tournament. Those 2 saves in the final minute against Yale, those 17 saves in the week that his grandma passed away. Jimmy was great last week. So what is the path to victory this week? All right, Jimmy McCool has his best game of the 3 against Carolina. I think that's reasonable. Owen Duffy, who's fantastic for Carolina. Duffy was 1 goal, 6 assists in the ACC tournament. And then in the regular season game, he was just 1 and 2. But Dom Petramala went off for 5 goals in that game. Those are always the 2 main guys. If Duffy is compromised in any way based on the injury that kept him out of the opening round game against Albany, that changes the entire calculus. It's the playoffs, though. We're going to assume he's going to be fine. The Orange got to limit him in some ways. He's the straw that stirs the drink guy for Carolina. Petromalo is fantastic, but Duffy is the engine of that offense. I know they scored 24 without him last week, but it's Albany. This is a whole different ball of wax. If Syracuse doesn't have an implosion 5 minutes in the game, if they do, it's over, they lose, season over. If the Orange can avoid that, what the game is going to come down to, in my mind, is faceoffs. Carolina's got the first-team All-American in Brady Wambach. Brady kind of toyed with John Mullen in the first game. Second meeting, Mullen went 10 for 20. Wambach, though, won 4 of the 6 of the other faceoffs taken, so he was 14 of 26, but Mullen in the faceoffs he took was even. So, if Mullen can be even again, and this is a huge key, not violate, I mean, give him 1 or 2, but can he keep the violations under control? I think the Orange have a chance. That said, this is going to be an extremely tough game. I think it's going to be a really good game. No wrong answers. Let's start with Joey Spallina. He had 4 assists in the ACC tournament game against them. He was shut out the squadouche against Carolina in the regular season game. What I'm telling you is Joey Spallina did not score a goal in 2 games versus North Carolina this season. That will not stand in what potentially could be the final game of Joey's collegiate career. No wrong answers, Joey Spallina. 2 goals, 3 assists in this game against Carolina. I think Spallina will come in with a game plan, and I think Spallina will be able to execute against Carolina this time. Who is going to score with him in this game? He needs Finn Thompson there. He needs Finn Thompson. Finn had a hat trick in the ACC tournament. Finn's been on fire. I'm going to go 3 more goals for the Finner in this game. Leo and Roa. You need something from those guys. It's either it's or. It's either it's or. Do you want to win the game? Roa and Leo were both great in the ACC semifinals. They both went 3-1. I think the duo combines for 5 goals in this game. And you want to get over the top in a game like this. You need something else. I always look to the Bear. Bear Anderson was 1-1 in the ACC tournament. Did not score. 1 assist in the regular season game. No wrong answers. 2 goals. Bear Anderson in this game. Always got to toss in a no wrong answers Billy Dwan goal because that's what we do here on No Wrong Answers. Even though Billy Dwan did not score against Carolina in either game in the regular season, it means he's due. It means he is absolutely due. So here we go. No wrong answers, John Mullen. Perhaps the most important no wrong answers of this game. He was 10 of 20 in the first meeting. I think he played really well last week. If not now, when? John Mullen goes 50% again against Wambach. This time he goes 12 of 24 in the game. Jimmy McCool getting better against North Carolina as the games go along. He still has not been against 50. Has not been at 50% this year. I'm going to give Jimmy McCool 14 saves against 13 goals allowed on Saturday in Hofstra. No wrong answers. Put it all together. I think we have 4 really, really good games on tap this weekend. I think we might have 4 one-goal games. I wouldn't be surprised. And if there's going to be a one-goal game, Syracuse is going to play in it. No wrong answers. Final score, Saturday, Hofstra, 14-13. Joey Spallina to Finn Thompson, the game winner in the final minute, and Syracuse is back to the Final Four for the second straight year. 14-13, no wrong answers. Cuse, the absolute right answers. That will be right here after the game on Saturday. Post-game show. You're in the spot already right here. Brian Higgins, 315 on YouTube. Game scheduled to face off at 2:30. Those 2:30 face-offs never quite on time in the quarterfinal second game of the doubleheader. My guesses will be with you roundabouts 5 o'clock on Saturday, but we'll see how that all plays out down the line. Whenever the game is over, you get right here on Saturday. I believe ESPNU is your TV place. Anish, Quint, and Kark have all 4 games at both quarterfinal sites this weekend. Hofstra Saturday and Delaware on Sunday. Regardless, man, I mean, Syracuse can easily lose this game. I think it's going to be a great, great college lacrosse game. We've been looking at this series all year, saying it's building. They're going to play again. Well, here it is. Here's again. This is it. This senior class is their last chance. North Carolina is led by a lot of juniors. Syracuse is seniors. This is the last chance. What is it? Burn the boats. We can't say that anymore. With your shield or on it. I think Syracuse goes out that way. I think regardless how it goes, it's going to be, a HHH valiant effort kind of game. I think we get an excellent game on Saturday, and I, for one, am looking forward to it.